hopefully we will have a much smoother thing now. I've also realised I'm the only non-staff user in this group. Okay, 2. There we go, see? That is much better. Much more like what we want. So, I'll give us all a battle shout. Get a random both of these dudes. Ooh. So the gloves I don't need. 114 with strength and stamina. Yes. This is, oh, look at that. They match the gloves. Actually, I think I got the gloves here as well, didn't I? So it would make absolute sense that they match the gloves. Anyway, this is one of the sort of, in a weird way, problems with doing these instances in this game is that, obviously, it's a huge upside. Because I will have better gear to be able to do everything else I need to do with all the other questing and such. But at the same time, I will now possibly go places where quests will not give me anything that much better, or definitely the drops, random drops, will stop giving me better. Because dungeon loot is just better than normal loot most of the time. Although I am just about to head up to Duskwood, which means I should still be okay. And there's the next boss. Very impressive model for something at this stage when you haven't fought anything so impressive yet. I can't remember how much of his fight changed. I remember that he definitely still has 2 forms here. But I think he didn't used to do the jump on your back and throw bombs around. I think he did throw bombs around, but I think he just becomes a dude. I don't think he does the charge down the thing either. I'm not sure, but this is also, I think this is the first instance most Alliance will have gone through. So the first boss is just a guy. Then there's a rare that you can possibly do. So then you're on the second boss, and there's this really difficult room to get through. And this next boss is still sort of a pretty simple fight, but it's your first ever. Already they're giving you the experience of having a 2-phase boss with some little extra bits and bobs here. So it's sort of showing you, you know, there's a boss, you just got to deal with the ads. That's the trouble with the first. The second one gives you the pull the room sort of mission, and then the, you know, deal with a slightly more interesting boss. The next one I believe is again sort of more of a room based challenge as well, which is what a lot of these older bosses were at low levels. Is the challenge is more preparing yourself for the boss than actually fighting the boss. Fighting the boss is just, you know, are you a high enough level? Does your gear check out? You know, they're mostly sort of very light DPS checks. Nonk. Goods. He's caught up to the rest of us now. See, this will have lots of, if you're not careful, if you don't look around, lots of little dudes hidden in the corners that can really catch you off guard. If we just pulled him and fought him like I was sort of thinking of, we'd miss the ones hidden behind those logs and hidden around that corner. you sort of need to push out to see and to get, but then you need to take back to your sort of killing area to get without having to fight Schneed. 5/7 Death Rattle Summoner Legendary, I believe. And my hair is an official mess. Give it a poot poot with my cannon. Oh, oops. I was sitting there for quite a while without realising I wasn't attacking. That is what we call in the trade pretty fucking embarrassing. I'm also going to throw some of these away because, I mean, as I realised before, I don't actually need them anyway. They're pretty bad, dude. Pretty sucky. Right, you ready? I'm ready. Oh, well, I'm in combat, so I can't charge. That's upsetting. Let's give a battle shout for our dudes. Is he immune? Okay, in this form he is immune to rend. That is unfortunate. This is another thing. Back here, things like this would be part of the hardpoint, you know, and so it would affect different classes more. I don't know how bleed reliant feral druids are back in the day, but I know that now they're hugely bleed reliant, so something like this would really stunt their damage. And then there's my boy Sneed. Now I can hit him with a bleed. Oh, I got a quest item. Nice. Nice. And cloth with strength and intellect, which is always a sort of strange mix. What else can this guy drop that might be interesting? Sneed. Buzzsaw, strength and agility. That could have been a decent pick up for me. And Taskmaster's Axe. Not the first blue, because the rare can drop a blue, but the first blue that you're guaranteed to have a chance of getting. Stamina and spirit, so it's sort of a bit more of a paladin-y sort of thing, really. But yeah, that's something I'm too sad for missing, especially as it is a an axe which I can't wield yet, but it does have a high DPS level. So the next can give us agility and intellect ring, which is not actually that useful at all for me. Way more useful for the other guys in my group. However, it is a ring, so if everyone else has rings, I will take them, although at level 19 it's very unlikely for people to have rings. And so even if it's got dodgy stats, just the fact that it's a ring makes it really valuable. Not gonna look too far through all of the loot these guides can give. But we have now this little wind-in path till we get to this room, which is always one of the most dreadful rooms to do. These two rooms are both really hard, and I mean the boat is hard as well. To be fair, there are 3 hard bars here, but I always have a particular hatred for this room for some reason. Just gonna try and make sure I'm just building up some rage, using overpower if I get a chance, but not much more. Sort of did that for fun. Now get some shouts off, get rend up. We've all got both the shouts back up, so I can actually just use some heroic strikes. Nice. Then hopefully we can go pretty soon, because I want to keep my rage up. Fuck. I didn't get to charge, I wanted to charge. Lots of greens, lots of good old greens. Is that the only thing underground I thought it was meant to be? Okay, and then the next one is Thistle Nettles Badge. Two-handed axe with +6 spirit that looks like a pickaxe. I mean, it looks great. It is unfortunately not useful for me, but for a paladin that's good. That, however, is really useful, and luckily I have actually already completed that quest. But what is this? This is the one I got from thingy, isn't it? I don't know where his badge is, but just somewhere in here will be probably someone's dead body with a badge. Unless it's a boss drop. It doesn't, unfortunately, seem to tell me quest item bosses, so... Both of those items begin a quest. That's interesting. There are also things which, if I remember rightly, tell you a lot about the story, which is interesting. You get the sort of vibe of this place and the idea of it, and the idea of people's reactions to it. You know, you get the there's a lady up there. Okay, she's not going to come down and fight us, I guess. That is the situations like that are the sort of problems with these sort of servers that can happen sometimes. And one of the reasons why we would love Blizzard to talk about possible legacy servers. I'm very interested in as well this whole situation with the Elysium Nostalrius reboot thing. I'm gonna have to see how it plays out. I mean, I probably won't do too much on it in terms of this because, I mean, I've pretty much settled on that I'm probably just gonna play a lot of this guy for streaming and YouTube and such. And part of me is like, because a lot of me is like, if I'm playing Alliance on it, right, I'm gonna just want to play a warrior again. And honestly, I'm just probably gonna want to just play a human warrior again. I'd probably just go for the human zones again. So it doesn't make much sense to do another video series of it. I'll probably stream some stuff on there maybe. I might play some Horde as well and stream some stuff on there. Now that I've played enough of these sort of servers to have tried stuff out as well, I will probably just pick a server, probably like the PvE server, and then just play both Horde and Alliance on there. This is also one of the rooms actually I've just realised where this being a private server could really hinder us. I'm going to try and stand behind her to force her to run up stairs. But as I've proved before in these videos, I don't really understand how the AI decides where to run. Okay, I can really imagine one of them like skipping over here and bugging out and pulling the entire room, and that just being an absolute travesty. Now this is the part where we should be pulling this a lot further back, I think. Like, we should be grabbing these mobs and pulling them up here rather than this, because they're going to run into more dudes. Okay, that's good though. The fact that the healer aggro is actually good because it naturally pulls us up here. Oh, he resisted? He resisted. He dodged my rend as well. See, he tried to run over the edge there. That could have been bad. Oh, I don't know why I jumped there a bit, but... Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Everything's going well. This is okay. This is okay. I don't need a singular rough stone. Can also throw away some cheese, throw away some milk. Okay, he just stood by the edge and got stuck. That's a good sign. That means hopefully there won't be too much running over the edge. Let's throw away some of these. Because what can very easily happen in these sort of instances is you get full up on stuff, full up on all these nice greens and such. So while our boy makes it back, let's just check what we got. We got the boots and the gloves. They look great together. They go well. They don't fit the rest of our armor, but that's okay. They give me a big old stat boost. I think from that I gain about 40 armor and 4 strength. From that I gain 3 spirit, 3 stamina, and about 40 armor. So I'm looking good to carry on my exploring ways. What bad pieces of gear do I still have left? Veterans braces, they could do with upgrading. I'm not sure about my cape. I think my cape's just about good enough. And everything else I'm actually surprisingly okay with. Yeah. Obviously need to fill up all these slots, but that won't start to happen for a while. Mage friend? Very much not concentrating. Not the skilledest group I've ever played with, to be polite. Oh shit, these two were on my mouse buttons, weren't they? Now I've just gone and put this on my mouse button. He successfully bugged this out, or is he just being an idiot? Why? Let's give him a hamstring so he can't run away too far. Bring him back here, bring him back here, bring him back here, bring him back here, bring him back over here. Yeah, there we go, you're getting the idea. Oh, she actually just died to that. Oh god. Oh god. Our mage is a moron. GG. GG. Time for the long run of shame again. Unfortunately, our mage lost his mind. Well, another short episode, but at least we can cut out some of this boring running with a bit of a break.